guys, Carrie from Luxembourg here. I'm going to show you my January design team project for Tracie Fox, Love Junk Journals on Etsy. Now I have actually, this was the beginning of the project and this is how far I got. So I've got 3 journals, but this is the main one. This is the beginner one, well, the one I'm going to start with anyway. What I did is a hidden binding, and I just used this beautiful fabric here. Now on the front, I forgot how much I loved doing collages on the front, and I haven't done it for a while, so I thought I would do that. So I've layered up some laces, vintage laces, some fabrics, and then a couple of tags, little labels from Tracie's kit, and some vintage book pages there, and there is some cardboard on the back. I can't remember what you call that cardboard. Silly me, my brain goes dead when the camera's on, and I haven't filmed for so long. It's going to be a painful experience for me, I'll tell you that. So let's open her up. Now she's got 2 signatures, and she's quite heavy. I don't know how I manage it, but my journal, yeah, she's quite heavy. Whether it's the material that's in it or different bits and bobs, but let me show you. I didn't bother putting a pocket in here because I just like the look of it as is, and you'll see on the next page there's a big enough pocket. There's a little earring there for embellishment. Now, I used so many kits from Tracie's shop. I'm gonna have to list them down below. I know this one is Vintage Album Reminiscence, and there's, oh my goodness, there's also Nature's Epiphany, there's Vivid Nature in here, there's Nature's Snippets. I mean, there's all kinds of kits. So I'll just flip through and I'll list all the kits that I remember using down below. Okay, so these are tags from 2 different kits. This is Nature's, no, is this Vivid Nature or Nature's? No, this is Vivid Nature, I think. And this one is, oh my goodness, I can't remember. Terrible. But I've embellished them with little labels, also from Tracie's kits. She's got lovely kits with all kinds of labels in them, and I'll list those below. Just a little tuck spot here as well. So I'm just going to give you a quick flip through because I'm on my way to Rome. I've got to catch a plane. This is her botanical specimen, or no, the notebook. This is the notebook, and this is the entomologist one. There's some vintage paper there, lovely thin paper. And this is also Reminiscence. This is from Vivid Nature. Can't remember what that tag is from, but it's also from one of Tracie's. There's just a little tuck spot there on a Tim Holtz little bird. There's some ephemera tucked away in there, and I just embellished that with a sticker. And this is some vintage Italian music paper. Ooh, I can't wait to go to Rome. I'll be picking up more of that. There's a little, just a little index card that I've embellished and stamped on and coffee dyed. Oh, sorry, my plaster's coming off. Oh, I'm a mess this morning, I tell you that. I haven't finished packing my bag, and I'm supposed to be leaving in half an hour. So there's some vintage book pages in here, a little vintage index card with a little sticker on it here as well. It's not an index card, it's a library card. But there's journaling space on the back of those, and then I pop these 2 little tags in there. Tell you what, let me get rid of this messy plaster, or try and stick it back on. It's not going to work. There's a tuck spot in here which I haven't filled. There's a lace tip in. Now this can be removed if, you know, whoever wants it, but and put somewhere else. You know, that's up to whoever wants this journal, if somebody wants it. Some more of Tracie's lovely kits, and there's a tuck spot here just with one of her labels in there, or a tag, sorry, not a label. And then these two little circles, oh, they were from Sweet, was it Sweet Harvest? I can't remember. I think it was Sweet Harvest. I did some stamping. I am not very good at stamping, but I kind of think it looks funky anyways. Got a little envelope here in the middle of the signature. This is William Morris wrapping paper. And then I did a little cluster with my lovely Mrs. Cog buttons here. Thank you, Liz, for the buttons. And then there's just a little booklet that I've layered up and embellished. There we go. And here's another little cluster here. Some vintage lace and some fabric tabs or tickets. I can't remember the name of the fabric, but it's very cool, whatever it is. So some little book pages and a little tuck spot behind this writing spot, and one of Tracie's oh, what are these called? They're the description labels. I will put it down below. This envelope is actually from Tracie. She sent it to me in some happy mail, and I just thought, well, it belongs in one of her journals. So thank you, Tracie, for that. And here's another top spot on this vintage book page. And there's a journaling card, and there's a little tuck spot behind that tea card there. Now, Tracie has loads of, if you don't have access to tea cards, Tracie has wonderful kits full of tea cards for you to be able to print out and make them. These I love. These are the botanical specimen catalogue cards. And there's so many of them that I think they're just lovely. I've just backed it onto a coffee dyed index card, and I've sewn it on and just put a little charm on there to make it a little bit more interesting. And then there's some vintage tea cards down here, or up here in the corner. Coffee dyed paper with some more of my ridiculous stamping. And the vintage music paper, and I just tucked a little round tag in there behind some Tim Holtz. That's a Tim Holtz little card. Tim Holtz doll here. So this journal is extremely eclectic, as you can see, but you know, it's all about nature, botany. There's a tuck spot there, and labels here. Those are from Roxy Creations, actually. And moving along, there's the other side of that. Oh, it's creased. And some more of Tracie's lovely journaling pages. But you can see I've used from all different kits, but you know, they all tie in so nicely together, and it's got this eclectic mix. It's beautiful. This is just a writing board that I just added in. There's a couple of charms there. Well, there's a charm there, and then some beads there. And a lovely tuck spot here. This kit was from, oh, I can't remember. Nature's Epiphany, I think. No, it's not Nature's Epiphany, is it? Yeah, could be. It's terrible, terrible. So here I've just put a little journaling spot there. Here's another tag. All the tags have journaling spaces on the back. Sift through. This is a lovely tip-in with this beautiful fabric. This is an antique composition book cover that I got in Parma when I was in holiday in Rome with my daughter. And I've just put in one of Tracie's tags and one of her labels, and then here again is one of the catalogue cards that she has. So there's a nice little tuck spot there. And then here, there's a tuck spot behind here and in here as well. Thank you to Gail for this lovely idea. That's some vintage music paper that I just folded up There's a little journaling space here behind the lace. There's a tuck spot here. I didn't fill all of the tuck spots simply because I haven't put a closure on here yet. And I'm not sure whether I want to. Or else whoever, if somebody wants to journal, they can always tell me, like, you know, either just tie something around it or I can punch holes in here. There's a little cluster here again. The tuck spot. Look at this color. I love that page. So yeah, I can always punch holes and put eyelets in and put ties on her with sari silk or whatever, or just wrap something around it. This is a very old dictionary page. I think this book was from 1903. Not too, I can't remember exactly, but because I have so many of them, they're all different. I love this page. I think this was, which one was this? Isn't this Sweet Harvest, Tracy? I think this was from Sweet Harvest, but I just love the colours. They all match in pretty nicely. There's a tuck spot there, and then some journaling space here. On the way out again. This is Vintage Album Reminiscence, that kit, and this is, I don't know if that's the same kit or whether that's Nature's Epiphany. But like I said, I'll list all of them down below. Just layered up this a little bit with some washi tape just to give you a bit of journaling space there. And like I said, all the tags have got journaling space on the back of them. This little booklet, I got this in either in some Happy Mail or with a coffee, with tea dyed or coffee dyed paper that I bought. That was just included in that. I love this image, Rachel. This is from Tracie Creations. I love that. Here's a little belly band. This is also from one of Tracy's newer kits, the Field Notes. It's the notebook, I think. It's either the entomologist or a botanist. But love that. And that's the back side of the composition book. And there's another Tracy envelope in here, which I made. And there's just some journaling pages in there. Oh, I love the colours on that one. Very cool, Tracy. You're doing well. And here's a little tuck spot I just added in. This is a book page that I just doubled up on some cardstock so that to just make it a bit sturdier. And there's a tuck spot here. And at the back we have a big pocket and just an index card with some journaling space on the back. So that's that one. You can see here the fabric, the ticket fabric that I had. So that's really cool because I just can cut it up. But like I said, I could put eyelets in here to make a closure or just maybe wrap something around. I'm not sure what to do, so I didn't want to do anything in a rush. So this is that, yeah, that's that journal, and I will put the other two on another video at a later date, or because I need to go and get ready to get my plane. Take care, guys. Bye.